Trinity Boy Wolf today. Bit of a continental breakfast, and I'll get moving. Oh, that's better. Indulging in continental breakfast. Continental breakfast this morning. Croissant in hand, caffeine at the ready. It's another exciting episode of Riverwatch. We are live at Trinity Buoy Wharf, which is basically a place that was used for testing oh dear. Yeah, for testing lighthouses originally. Yeah, we're gonna have a little walk around after I finish my French breakfast. What can we see on the river today? A little bit more overcast than it has been. A bit cooler. Yeah, I'm right opposite a jetty where they keep various vessels, rescue vessels. All sorts of stuff here. Yeah, thanks everyone. If you can like, share or subscribe. I don't even know whether these comment sections working in this thing. I really don't know. But we're just going to carry on anyway. Thanks everyone for watching the stream. We are live. River watching, of course. Yeah, we're going to take a little walk around the place in a little while as well. Do you know what? I feel like jumping on one. I feel like jumping on one of these and setting sail. I really do. It's such a nice break. authenticity of life. Yeah, as I say, I think there might be a problem with the chat. I'm not too sure. We'll see how it goes, but I'm just going to carry on regardless. I've been having problems with it. Don't know how to sort it out. Yeah, don't forget, like, share, or subscribe. Live RIVERWATCH by the river for an hour. Seeing what's going on. You never know. This is probably my second favourite location. I normally do it from a good couple of miles down towards Barking, but this is further up towards Wapping, dead opposite the O2. Jay, how you doing, mate? How you doing, Steve? Yeah, shouts out to everyone watching. I'm getting the messages. They sort of come up and they go, I don't know what's going on. Getting a lot of grief, us YouTubers these days. Now we're gonna be doing a lot more RIVERWATCH from now on. I'm telling you, a lot more of this from now on. Only when strictly necessary. No, it's on. It's on. No, I'm getting the messages up. I'm cool. I'm cool. Yeah, it's working now. Yeah, I'll give it a little reboot and things started working. Yeah, don't forget, it's RIVERWATCH. We're just standing on the bank, having a look at river traffic, various other historical locations. Yeah, I don't know. It's strange, isn't it? For the last couple of months, we're all sort of getting problems here and there, little technical problems, all that sort of shit. The old algorithms, tits up. What can you do, eh? Sitting on the dock of the bay. Can't do that. I'll get a copyright strike, I think. Yeah, because that's why you get the whistling in that song, don't you? Because he passed away before he finished the song, so they had to put the end part as a whistle. Crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna have a little stroll around this little place and show you some of the infrastructure. Just letting my French breakfast go down. Enjoying the sights and the sounds of the River Thames. Yeah, that's the thing in this game. You always seem to get yourself in a bit of trouble, don't you? Pick up that old camera and point it somewhere, and you know, it's a crazy world out there, isn't it now? And I think the way the algorithm's set up now, it's mainstream news now. You're going to get flooded with it over anything else, and I should imagine that they'll take the clips off of people like us, and we've got no discourse. We can't say anything, can we? So might as well just sit here filming fucking rivers the rest of my life. Traffic stops. We're going to do the lot, ain't we? We're going to do the lot. Traffic stops. RIVERWATCH, everything. Keep your eye out for Jay as well, 2 Up, 2 Down, for the next event. Traffic Stop Part 2. He'll be on it. Don't worry about ITV, BBC. We are on it. The next one, we will be there. Or if anyone does see one going on, let us know and we'll try and get to it. I think the only tug action we're seeing at the minute is these two here. Yeah, you're right, bro. But I've always believed if you bring in news, you're bringing news, aren't you? Do you know what I'm saying? So I've always sort of, you try and diversify as well, don't you? Filling in the gaps and, do you know what I mean? We're here to sort of report truth, and there's many truths everywhere, isn't there? Plus, there's little bits of life in between like this. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm standing here now and I'm thinking, well, it's not such a bad place at the moment for 10 minutes. Oh, now these guys, these are the ones that don't muck about. If you are going to go down the river, you can either go at Captain fucking Pugwash pace with an Uber boat, or if you're a bit more, shall I say, extreme, you can catch one of these boats down here. Now you jump on this fucker and he comes flying. He boots it all the way from somewhere like Putney and goes all the way to Thames Barrier, then spins it round. Let's see if he comes as far down. These guys, here we go, right? Blink or you'll miss it. What an experience. Is he going to come our way? Yeah, I can feel the waves, all the bow waves are going. I don't know whether it's from that. Maybe he's turned round or spun off somewhere else. No, he stopped. He's run out of juice. Why hasn't he stopped? Yeah, now normally he just come flying round that bend, and normally they come flying round. And so whether they're on a go slow, I can't see any buoys out there or anything. But here they go. I think he's going to, yeah, here he goes. Yeah, and these guys here, they go full tilt all the way down. Yeah, I've been looking into shipping movements, and I've been looking at around the North Sea, the Thames estuary. So I'm going to be looking into that a bit more. I'm going to try and see when some of the larger vessels are going to pass maybe into the River Thames or through the River Thames. They're not so common. You kind of get a lot of cruise ships and things like that come through. So I'm going to be in future, because obviously you got to work on it and work on the channel. But in the future, I will be looking sort of movements into the Thames estuary from the North Sea, and see if we can, any information on stuff that may be coming down the River Thames. I will be getting into that, because obviously I will be doing this little river watch. I will just keep plugging away. But yeah, I'll have a little look so I can sort of gauge, and I can sort of get here and maybe catch some of the larger vessels that come down the Thames. Don't worry, I'm on it. Oh, sorry, I swore, I think, didn't I? I can't swear, sorry. But can you say feck? You can get away with feck, can't you? Father Ted says feck. Feck it. Fecked a lot of it. I won't get a warning for that, will I? Feck off. Right, I'm going to take a little walk around this little venue. And we're going to have a little walk around, shall we? Shall we? Yeah, I'm going to go to floor mode for a minute, because obviously there's cars here and stuff. So, but we're going to cut across here and take a look at some of the weird sights of this place. And this was Michael Faraday's hut, where he first started his little adventures. Yeah, I'll have to skip that. Yeah, it'll break community standards. So if you're thinking of spicing up your love life, this is the contraption for you. Obviously, some kind of crazy shit going on there. Crazy. Oh, what, this old girl here? The old knocker white here. Originally built in 1924 in the Netherlands. It was originally named the Cairn Rock. And it came here and done quite a bit of work on the River Thames. Done its fair share. And these things can pull unbelievable amounts of weight. Yeah, I just feel like climbing a board, cranking that thing up and just chugging off somewhere. Chugging off into the distance. My life. And I reckon she'd start first time herself. Yeah, a bit of a mad idea, but when the tide gets to a certain level, it rings this bell. I think there's a few of these along the Thames. Basically, you see the thing at the bottom when it gets to that level. It's a couple of feet away. It's about a foot away. It has a ring a ding ding. But as I say, I will work my way up the Thames. There are certain places where I might get in a bit of a pickle trying to get to, but we're going to see, because there's some really good spots, and I'm gradually working my way up towards the embankment, and that's basically where all the action happens. But this point now, historical, built in around the 1900s. Basically for Mr. Faraday and his crew to test out their lights and build lighthouses and test out bulbs and do other electrical work. He designed the Faraday cage, and I think the most big up Michelle, and I think the most modern application is those little pouches. You know, those little pouches that you put your keys in to stop people nicking your keys. Well, that works on the same principle, and that's who designed it. This is basically Faraday's backyard. And as I say, he was a big one in the light game and the electricity game. And I will say, it's good for a day out. You know, if you're coming out for a day out and you want to chill, you know, there's a garden sort of thing with tables and chairs. It's pretty relaxed here. It's a really good, and it's open till 7 o'clock in the evening. There's some cafes here and various other stuff. So if you're coming back to London, if you sort of, or you want a free day out, there's not many, is there really? To be honest with you, there's not so much. Most stuff now you have to pay for it or whatever. You know, apart from the cafe and stuff, it's one of those things that are free. You know, and I've been to a couple of these so-called museums that say that they're showing us our history, but in some respects, a lot of these museums, some of the displays and artifacts are owned by corporate companies, and they charge you the better part of it. The best bits, so to speak, of some of these museums and displays are you have to pay, you know, and it's a shame, because this is our history, and you know, we shouldn't really be charged for it, really. And this is one of the reasons why I sort of do this, because this is us. This is our culture, our history, and a big, massive part of our country and its heritage. Like this little boat here, imagine what it did, you know, from 1924. It just, you know, it was pivotal. That's why it's still here today. And this one, you know, these did the work. During the war, they were painted green, all that stuff. But as I say, as with everything, the shall we say, the claws, the jaws of progress, as you can see there, are heavily mangling it all up and destroying it all, and putting these lovely no worries, Misha, I'm putting these lovely brand new apartments that look like flipping Chicago. You know, and as you can see there's massive building. But it's a good thing some of these places are protected, and they won't be going anywhere soon. No worries, thanks, Michelle. Yeah, this is what we do. We do all sorts of stuff on this channel. And it's just nice to get away from all the madness. And let me tell you, it is a mad one. And everyone else out there who knows the coup, it's mad out there right now. Right, me hearty, shiver me timbers, what can we see out yonder? Are they all on their dinner break? We shall see. No police action either. That normally happens for so as I say, as we progress this show, we will be moving towards the embankment and up towards the city. But as I say, we started towards near Barking. We've worked our way right the way down through the Thames Barrier. The main spot I normally do it from is near there, and we're up now towards Wapping, and just over there is your see if I can get to it. Is the Thames Ironworks, which is West Ham's. There's a historical connection to West Ham Football Club there, so. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, share. If you want to put a chat in the box about anything you want. No problem, fire away. Let's see how far I can go. I'm going to tilt the camera down, yeah. No, yeah, it is blocked, that end. But I will say, Mother Thames nearly got me a few months ago when I came down here. These ropes, and when you're walking backwards, these ropes nearly had the death of me. This is also what they made here, boys. Various other nautical equipment. Looks like he's bunged her a couple of quid and she's taking him on a private tour. It's just like the piss got over. They've just come over it. Yeah, don't forget, if you do want to Google some of these boats, there it is, the Robin. Pretty historical vessel. Oh, fuck me. Oh. You know what? I've got a song about this, but I'm not going to sing it. All I'm going to say is that's one big anchor. Oh, cover it up, mate. Tory box. So what's this then? The Tory box. Let's enter the Tory box. If you're a Tory. Any Tories out there? Hold up. Oh my God. Get ready for this one. Oh my gosh. Quick. This is what it's all about. You can hear the anticipation and the fucking excitement in my voice. Please like, share, subscribe. This is a massive moment. Absolutely unbelievable. This is what it's all about. My goodness gracious me. We have reached the pinnacle of this show. We have waited for this moment for 2 months, 3 months. Absolutely unreal. Absolutely monumental. Can't believe it. Absolute wowzers. Here we go. My gosh, and I can't tell you how long we have waited for this moment on Riverwatch. I've done my research. I knew it was coming. It was a surprise to you lot. Absolutely unbelievable. Check this one out. Please like, share, subscribe. This is what happens when you do your own work. You plan ahead. Riverwatch brought to you absolutely free. Maddie G. Check this one out. Let's get a prime point so we can see the cruise liner. Maybe we'll get a honk. Maybe. You never know. And here it comes. Absolutely unbelievable. The size of this thing, if you compare it to some of the buildings around it, look at the size of it. It's absolutely massive. And if you want to know the name of this ship, it's called the Viking Jupiter. And check out the size of this one. Being guided in the Viking Jupiter. We're in London, honey. Yeah. Oh. There's something docking in. I think it's Harwich in the next week or so, the biggest one. And that's that brings us all our toys and everything from China. It's huge. Absolutely massive. How many layers does it have? No, like this is a cargo. There's a cargo one coming. You won't see anything when that comes. It's got its own postcode. It's like an island. Can you imagine all those people? Yes. Yes. All right, mate. All those worldwide travellers, we're going to stop off in London for a couple of days and see London. I don't think you'll see London. Not what's... London isn't what's on your tour guide. I can assure you of that. No, these ones are. This is London. These are based in London. These are rescue vessels, all sorts of stuff. Little ferries that take the employees of the Uber boats across backwards and forwards. And there you go. Yeah, as I say, this is a peak time of year for this sort of activity. But yeah, so I think there's about 60 feet of water in there. I think it doesn't have much of a problem. Hold up, he's put his handbrakes on. Seems like it's run into a few technical difficulties. Maybe slowing down to get permission from the Air Control Tower to proceed. Because obviously it takes a long time to slow that down, doesn't it? But as you can see, the size of it compared to the, if you juxtapose it to the buildings behind it, it's the scale of it is huge, and that's not the biggest. And there you are, the Viking Jupiter. From the big to the small, we cover it all. Riverwatch. Absolutely live. River Thames. Thanks everyone for sharing and commenting. the lighter side of life. And don't forget, there are copies out there of RIVERWATCH. This is the original RIVERWATCH. Yeah. Beware of imitators. As one of these Uber boats needs a top up. He's having his dinner break. Twin engine Scania diesel engines in these, some hybrid. Are roughly around 2,000 horsepower. Shiver me timbers, I feel like singing an old she Santy right now. I'm getting all nautical. Hope you're enjoying it in widescreen now. Yeah, we took it up. We've stepped it up a notch. You can watch it on your telly. But we're going to stand here for another 15 minutes, see what goes on. But wow, that was spectacular. The Viking Jupiter cruised on by, bringing its tourists to come and see this great city, this city of hope, the city of dreams. Yeah. I reckon they'll stop off in London for 10 minutes and you'll see this boat coming straight back out. Fuck that. Why would you want to come and visit London? Fucking. Come to places like this. This is where you got to come. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to go and have a down after that. Very exciting. I'm just going to check on my my mode of transport. Because of the new low emission zones in London, I've created my own form of transport. It runs on hot air and bullshit, basically, and you speak into one end and it propels you along the road. And there you are. It just gives you an idea, like, you know, doing a day's work at the docks, you know, you're sort of obviously unloading stuff, but you're messing around with chains and stuff, big heavy stuff and thick ropes and stuff like that. It sort of definitely made a man of you. You know, it wasn't an easy job by far, but I suppose the pay was better for a time. I bet she could tell a few stories. And don't forget, I think later on in the month we'll be coming live from a water safety event as well. There you go. Hang on, let's have a look. The Viking Jupiter was built in 2019. 47. Wow. Cruise ship. It accommodates 930 guests and 465 crew. There you go. There you go. See, I do read the names of these as well. But yeah, Old Knocker White, there's a little bit of info on that. You've got the Robin over there as well. But as I say, this is the Faraday, the place where he tested out all these electrical experiments, and I'm sure that he took a belt or two, I should imagine. you know, I was thinking of doing this one day, sitting down and writing my memoirs. Oh, a sleeping cat. Looks like it needs a can of whiskers, but there you go. Don't know what he's feeding that on. Yeah, we're going to be here for about 10 more minutes and we'll be signing out. We'll have a little quick gander up and down. Don't forget, like, share or subscribe if you like. Feel free to do so. Don't forget, we do a bit of everything on this channel. History, politics, anything that's out there in the public eye that we can get to. Community events, public safety events. We cover it all on this channel. Shouts out as well to 2 Up, 2 Down. Big up, Jake. Big shouts out. But as I say, it really is good to get out by the banks of this river. As I say, as a Londoner, it's as I say this every time, to be honest with you, when it's my time to go, this is where you'll find me, mate. When I'm gone, this is where I'll be. This is where I'll be. And I say it to my friends, and I say it to my family. You won't have far to find me, because I'll be here, right here. Big up, two down. Big up, mate. Big up. Right, we're going to wait for this last little vessel to come past, and I think we'll wrap it up. We've got one yonder coming from the reach area, right the way down, and we're going to let this one pass, and we will see you next time. But don't worry, more Riverwatch coming soon. Here's one coming up the rear. Looks like a scene out of James Bond. absolutely live, direct, Trinity Boy Wolf, Riverwatch, out in the sun, enjoying this lovely weather. I will say though that somebody stole my drink. They stole my drink. I've got my suspicions on who it is, but they stole my drink and it was open as well. Stole my drink. Cheeky sods. Stole it, definitely. They see a nice cold, just open can of drink and they picked it up and they have run with it. Definitely. Definitely. Cheeky sods. Don't worry. Yeah, I suppose because of the weather today, everyone's out for a bit of a jaunt on the river today. Quite a few sailboats out today because it's a little bit windy, I suppose, and everyone's having fun on the river. How the other half lives, eh? How the other half live. Yeah, I'm going to have to find out a little bit more about this. Does it ever do anything? Every time I've been here, it's just been sat here. I think it might be just a... oh, fuck you. It might be just an exhibition or just a bit of floating history. But I'd like to see this old girl fired up. I fancy jumping on it myself and pulling a few levers and seeing what happens, but obviously I'll refrain from doing so. And there you have it. Let's wrap this one up. It's been an absolute pleasure, a joy to spend time with you lot down here by the River Thames, just having a look, having a walk up and down, checking out the history. And don't forget, if I can get down by these banks, I will be coming live with RIVERWATCH. It is another angle. It is something else we do. So, and this is what we'll be building on. A lot more of this. A lot more history, a lot more culture. And a more light-hearted look at life. And as I say, for many of us historically, these kinds of areas is where we would have came and our parents would have came to work and play. Many a window was broken in these warehouses when these was all warehouses and stuff like this. This was our youthful playground. We needed about 50 pence and some stones and a catapult and a bike. And we were all right, weren't we? We got along. But as I say, this was our playing ground. And many stories from this river. Many lives lost. Many tales told. I'm out of here. I'll catch you all later. Thanks everyone for watching. Until next time.